High in the mist-veiled mountains of central China, where ancient forests cling to steep slopes and rivers carve silver threads through deep valleys, a quiet presence moves among the bamboo. The giant panda lives here, in a world softened by fog and filtered light, where each morning begins with dew resting gently on leaves and the distant echo of mountain birds greeting the day. In this tranquil landscape, time feels unhurried, and life unfolds in rhythms guided by the turning of seasons and the steady growth of bamboo. As dawn breaks, pale light slips through the canopy, revealing the black and white silhouette of a panda resting against a moss-covered tree. Its thick fur glistens faintly in the cool mountain air. With slow deliberation, it stirs, stretching powerful limbs and blinking into the soft glow of morning. Unlike many forest dwellers, the panda does not rush into action. Its life is defined not by speed, but by patience. The forest around it is rich with sound, the rustle of leaves, the trickle of distant water, the whisper of wind. But the panda moves through it quietly, almost meditatively. Bamboo is the foundation of this life. Though classified as carnivore, the giant panda has evolved to depend almost entirely on this resilient grass. It selects stalks with surprising discernment, choosing tender shoots in spring, leafy branches in summer, and tougher stems in winter. Seated comfortably, back straight and hind legs stretched forward, it grasps the bamboo with a unique adaptation, a modified wrist bone functioning like a thumb. With calm efficiency, it strips away the outer layers and chews methodically, jaws working in a steady rhythm that may continue for hours. Eating is not merely a habit, it is a necessity. To sustain its large body on a diet low in nutrients, the panda must consume vast quantities each day. As morning deepens, shafts of sunlight illuminate the forest floor in golden patches. The panda wanders slowly, pausing to scent mark tree trunks with a gentle rub of its hindquarters. These subtle signals communicate presence to others who may pass unseen through the same territory. Pandas are solitary by nature, preferring wide spaces and quiet independence. Yet they are never entirely disconnected. Through scent and occasional vocalizations, soft bleats, gentle honks, they maintain a delicate awareness of one another's existence. In spring, the mountains awaken with fresh growth. Bamboo shoots push upward through damp soil, tender and rich. For a brief window each year, the forest feels abundant beyond measure. It is also the season when pandas become more attentive to distant calls. For just a few days, females are receptive, and the search for a mate begins. Males may traverse ridges and valleys, guided by scent trails left on trees and rocks. When they meet, interactions are cautious and deliberate. In these rare encounters, the future of the species rests on quiet success.
After mating, the forest returns to stillness. Months pass in gentle routine. Then, in the hidden shelter of a hollow tree or rocky den, a female panda gives birth. The newborn is astonishingly small, pink, blind, and fragile, no larger than a stick of butter. In the vastness of the mountains, this tiny life seems impossibly delicate. Yet the mother's attention is unwavering. She cradles the tub in her massive paws, keeping it warm against her chest. For weeks, she eats little, rarely leaving the den, wholly devoted to her young. Outside, the forest cycles through rain and sun. Mist drifts like breath between trees. Inside the den, the cub grows stronger. Its black and white markings gradually appear, a mirror of its mother's bold pattern. When its eyes finally open, the world arrives in soft focus. The warmth of fur, the steady rhythm of a heartbeat, the dim light filtering through leaves. The mother responds to every small cry, adjusting her hold, murmuring softly. By summer, the cub begins to explore. It tumbles clumsily over roots and moss, discovering balance and coordination. The mother watches patiently, occasionally nudging it away from danger. Climbing becomes both skill and play. Even at a young age, pandas are adept climbers, seeking refuge in branches when startled. In these early months, the bond between mother and cub is profound. The cub learns which bamboo to select, how to grip stalks properly, how to navigate steep terrain. Autumn paints the mountains in muted golds and russets. The air grows cooler, and bamboo leaves rustle with a crisper tone. The young panda, now sturdier and more confident, ventures farther from its mother's side. Yet, independence comes gradually. For nearly 2 years, the cub remains under her guidance, absorbing the unspoken knowledge of survival in this intricate habitat. Winter brings a quiet transformation. Snow settles lightly on branches, and frost outlines each leaf. Unlike many bears, pandas do not hibernate. Instead, they adjust their range, often descending to lower elevations where bamboo remains accessible. In the stillness of snowfall, a panda's dark ears and eye patches stand out starkly against the white landscape. The forest feels hushed, each step muffled. Feeding continues, steady and essential, steam rising faintly from warm breath.
Though their movements appear gentle and unhurried, pandas are surprisingly strong. Their powerful jaws can crush the toughest bamboo stems. Their thick fur insulates them against cold mountain nights. Yet, their survival has never depended solely on physical strength. It is intricately tied to the health of bamboo forests themselves. These ecosystems, shaped by altitude and rainfall, are fragile. When bamboo flowers and dies in cyclical patterns, pandas must migrate to find new growth. Connectivity between forest patches becomes vital. For centuries, these mountains have sheltered pandas in relative isolation. But as human settlements expanded, forests were cleared and habitats fragmented. Roads cut through valleys, separating once continuous landscapes. The panda, once roaming more widely, became confined to scattered pockets of suitable habitat. Conservation efforts have since worked to reconnect these regions, establishing protected reserves and wildlife corridors. Slowly, the forest breathes easier. Camera traps reveal pandas exploring restored pathways, their quiet resilience a testament to careful stewardship. As evening falls in the highlands, clouds gather low, painting the sky in soft shades of lavender and gray. A panda settles near a cluster of bamboo, the day's feeding nearly complete. It leans back, paws resting lightly on its rounded belly, eyes half closed. There is no urgency here, only presence. The forest hums with insects and distant water, a symphony of subtle sounds. In the fading light, silhouettes of mountains layer one behind another, fading into mist. Somewhere in the valley below, another panda moves unseen, leaving faint scent marks on tree bark. Though solitary, they share this ancient terrain in quiet coexistence. Each plays a role in shaping the bamboo forest, dispersing seeds, pruning growth, maintaining balance in subtle ways.
Night deepens, and stars appear above the darkened canopy. The panda climbs partway up a sturdy tree, settling into a crook of branches for rest. From this vantage, it is both protected and at ease. The mountains, carved over millennia, cradle this life as they have for generations. The story of the giant panda is not one of dramatic chase or fierce dominance. It is a story of specialization and adaptation, of survival woven into the fabric of a single plant. It is a story of patience, hours spent feeding, seasons spent raising a cub, years shaped by the slow growth of bamboo. In a world often defined by speed and change, the panda embodies a different rhythm, one attuned to the steady pulse of mountain forests. As dawn prepares to return once more, mist curls softly around the treetops. The panda sleeps, wrapped in its own warmth, unaware of the fascination it inspires far beyond these valleys. Here, in the quiet heart of China's highlands, it remains simply what it has always been, a gentle guardian of bamboo forests, moving through a world of green with calm determination, reminding us that survival can be found not only in strength or speed, but in harmony with the land itself.